Welcome back to Breakfast with Bob. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're here at Challenge Atlantic City with the first couple of triathlon, Mirinda Carfrae and Timothy O'Donnell. Now, this is a little different than the Kona vibe because you guys are relaying. How fun is that? Come out here and just hang.
Yeah, absolutely. With Roth in 3 weeks, I couldn't pull off another full distance event, and still wanted to be involved in Challenge Atlantic City. So, what better way than doing the bike leg on Sunday?
And talk a little bit about your charity. Who are you working with?
So I'm racing for Race to Rebuild, which is raising money for victims of Hurricane Sandy.
That's
Got
the
logo.
Swim cap.
Race to Rebuild. You can donate on the Challenge Atlantic City website. There's I think my face maybe, or a picture of me there that you can click on and donate. We're trying to bring some families home. So there's still a lot of people displaced, and I figure a local charity sort of is relevant racing here in Atlantic City. So kind of cool to be able to get out there, get some fitness, enjoy the race, and also be doing it for a good cause.
So Challenge Roth, which is one of the legendary races. You talk Ironman Hawaii, and then Challenge Roth. 5,500 people, 30th anniversary. It is a classic event. It's going to be a great field. And so, will this be? How fit will you be for this race? Is this a major race for you?
Roth.
Yes.
I mean, I'm still. Obviously, I always sort of plan to be super fit in October. That's, my big race. But, I mean, my fitness has come a long way in the last couple of months. If you'd asked me in March, I would have been very nervous. Now I'm a little more confident. But, I mean, basically to win there, I'd have to have a fantastic day. To get on the podium, I'd have to have a great day.
Right.
Because, the field is phenomenal outside of, we have like 4 of the top 5 women in Kona. So
are racing.
Racing. So, the girls will be there, and they mean business. I mean, the girls that I'm racing have been there before. They've won that race before. So it'll definitely be a tough race. But I'm looking forward to just going out there and experiencing Roth, and hopefully I'll be fit enough to really challenge those other girls.
Love that. So, Timothy, you are also doing Team Red, White, and Blue here. Yeah. Talk a little bit about, when did you get involved with Team Red, White?
Yeah, I've been involved since 2010, since the inception of Team Red, White, and Blue. Yeah. And this weekend I'm going to be swimming on the relay.
So you're done early.
I'm done early.
How did you get I'll be done in 45 minutes and Rinny gets to ride?
I'll be having nice scrambled eggs and Rinny will be out on the bike. But it's been great. I mean, Team Red, White, and Blue, obviously I'm a veteran, and it helps enrich the lives of veterans coming back. Yep. And, we put the other relay legs up for auction, and we raised over $5,000 for RWB, and
love that.
We got our runners coming in from Texas. He's flying all the way to help support the cause. So
that's cool.
It's really great to see the Eagle Nation kind of rally around this great event.
Love that. And this sport, and we've talked about this before, this sport is a very selfish sport. You spend a lot of times by yourself and thinking about yourself and thinking about all the little niggles and all the little things. How important is it to have a charity, or just feeling like you're not just doing something that is you're so self-absorbed in just you?
It's it's really refreshing, and I think it's definitely motivating to have a cause beyond yourself. Yeah. Especially for me, I was looking for a way to give back to really the roots for me in the sport. I started racing at the Naval Academy, and I was in the world-class athlete program at the end of my naval career, so I wouldn't be here without them, and now it's time for me to give back. And it's amazing the support I get, and everybody talks about RWB when I meet them at races, and the auction. A lot of people talking about the auction. So it's, I don't want to say it surprises me, but it's awesome and humbling to know people are paying attention, and it's really helping.
Right. And Tim, so you've been working with Mark Allen for a while now. Yep. And I know early on, it's easy to go, this doesn't seem hard enough. Am I going to be ready for my next race? So far, how do you evaluate what's been happening?
It's been great, Bob. It's definitely slow in terms of progression, but I think that's probably appropriate for being ready in October. I'm definitely not peaking too early. I feel like every time I have a big session, I walk away knowing that I've gotten some fitness gain from it.
Right.
And it's some motivation in races too, because I know each race is really where I'm going to get fitness for Kona.
And when you talk to him, I mean, I'm assuming a lot of stuff is email, but there's something about conversations with Mark that are, little light bulbs go on all the time. Have you had some of those?
Yeah, we were just actually out on the track today, and he was, watching me run, and we made some, kind of good observations. And we joke, a good friend of ours, Joe Gambles, is coached by Neil Henderson. And Neil is very scientific, and he talks about race strategies, and he's telling Joe, okay, 3% hill here. This is when you're going to attack, and everything's very precise. And we joke that Mark, says when you see a single eagle feather floating in the air, that is when you go.
When you look up in the clouds and you see the Mufti looking down at you, going, "Drop that loser," then it's time.
Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun, and I'm excited. Rini can probably tell. It's definitely a new energy.
So, Rini, what do you know about this bike course? Have you been out there at all?
I actually haven't. Yeah, Timothy and I flew in last night, so we've kind of been doing some media and stuff today. We haven't had a chance to take a look, but we're hoping to get out on the bike this afternoon and take a little peek. But from what I understand, you're basically heading out of town. It gets rural or out of the city pretty quickly, and then
turn around and come back.
do a couple of laps of the blueberry farms and then come back. So I hear it's. The roads seem to be really great, in really great condition, good surface for fast riding, and good road surface. So I don't know much about it. I know that there's blueberry farms out there, so I'm going to go check
and pick a few
if I get hungry.
If you're along the way.
Yeah,
there's the aid station.
Yeah.
Now, have you been in a relay before?
I was asked this earlier, and I did a couple of relays very early in my career, but they were sort of sprint ones and, more grassroots triathlon. So never a relay really on this sort of stage. So, very new to me. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm doing sort of the largest amount in hours out there for the team. So I'm just looking forward to getting out there and enjoying 112. I mean, I'd be doing that pretty much in training.
So it's basically a catered workout.
It'll be catered. I'll have people around. Motivation won't be short out there. So I think it was a great move to come out here and race.
Who are your teammates?
We're actually announcing tomorrow the two. So there's actually 9 people racing for a race to rebuild, and so 3 teams, and the 2 best or highest fundraisers will be on my team. So a swimmer and a runner. So I'll be at the race to rebuild booth tomorrow from about 1:30, and we'll find out then.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is really cool. And so Timothy. I keep calling him Tim. Why is that?
I know.
Did it take you a while too?
My parents are watching by.
I know. I know. Your mom gave me that evil stink eye the other time. Says, "Do not call him Tim." Actually, who does that with me as well? Just the opposite. I always called him Kenny Glaw, and his mom was like, "His name is Ken." I'm like, "I've been looking at the results for the last 20 years. It says Kenny." Okay, what's the rest of your schedule after? Will you be going to Challenge Roth?
Unfortunately, no. I'm going to be racing Racine that weekend. I needed to get one more race.
Yeah.
I decided not to race any full iron distance races this year.
Good.
See how that does in Kona.
Yes.
But we're both going to Challenge St. Andrews next weekend up in New Brunswick, Canada.
And that's a half?
And that's a half.
Oh,
so,
nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be, we've looked at the venue, and it looks unbelievable. I think it's going to be a little kind of hidden gem in the triathlon world.
So will you stay here then and just go right there, or stay in this area, or you go
we
home?
have a couple days in New York City with Castelli, doing some media for Castelli.
Some media stuff.
Yeah, then we head out on Wednesday. So we'll have a few days up there.
Is this year been a bigger media year for post Ironman than the win in 10?
Yeah, I believe so. 2010. That was definitely different for me.
Right.
I think I kind of knew what to expect after winning in 13, but I think it. I feel like the sports just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and more eyes are on our sport, and when that happens, more mainstream media is interested. So definitely has been a lot of extra media that wouldn't normally be in my schedule, but it's been fantastic.
You're liking that?
I like it for our sport. I'm not loving it when I'm supposed to be training and I'm tired and I need to go and do a few interviews or a few extra photo shoots. But we've been very good at making sure we try to schedule all of that in the first half of the year so that come, the end of July, August, September, I can focus on training and not do too much media. So it should work out well. The first half of this year has been very busy for me, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's why you're in the sport.
Yeah, totally.
Right? Yeah. So you're also involved with a documentary. Is that
so,
you guys are working on that?
Exactly, yeah. So we'll be doing a documentary. They're following Timothy and myself in our journey. It's basically based around Roth, but kind of showing how we work together, being a couple in triathlon, which is kind of unique. There's also Luke McKenzie is being followed as well with his
and Rudy
new
Garcia
addition,
Tolson.
Rudy Garcia, and then there's a Chinese athlete and a first timer. So just a glimpse of sort of 4 or 5 different athletes as they make the journey on the road to complete Challenge Roth.
Love that.
Yeah, so I think it'll be cool.
I know you guys have a full schedule, so thank you so much for taking time. Always a pleasure. Feels like we're just doing this in Denver a few weeks ago.
Yeah, no, it's been
team
great.
Back.
Yeah.
Boom, the team is back together.
Yeah.
I love that. We'll be doing a little beatbox. We'll be going on stage.
Yeah.
We're gonna be at the Bikini Bar a little later.
Yeah.
We'll be entertaining. Again, we're doing Breakfast with Bob from Challenge Atlantic City. Hold on, everyone. We will be right back.